Hello everyone, here we finally have, the Final Fantasy starter kit we're going to have a look at. The same person who got me into Magic the Gathering way back in the mid-90s was the same person who got me into Final Fantasy via Final Fantasy VII. He also is the one who gave me all my cards, the old vintage collection that you would see amongst my videos. That shoebox of cards, apart from maybe an eighth of it, maybe 100 of those cards I bought myself. The rest were given to me by my friend, and he's not here anymore. He passed away, unfortunately. So, one thing he never got to see was Magic the Gathering crossover with Final Fantasy, and if he had a Sephiroth card, he would have just, he would have loved it. I also have a friend who used to regularly, perhaps still does, I haven't seen him in a long time, cosplay as Cloud, because he was also a big Final Fantasy VII fan. So, let's have a look what's in here. We've got our play guide, 2 decks, our special codes for Arena, and 2 deck boxes with Sephiroth and Cloud on them. And there you go. And this one is also holographic and shiny, where the other packages weren't. Because we've had a look at the 2023 starter kit and the Bloomburrow starter kit. And I left the one I was most interested in till last. So let's rip this open. Now we have seen one booster pack of Final Fantasy cards on the channel. And you can see that in the video where I look at a whole bunch of different boosters, including Lord of the Rings and Spider-Man and Assassin's Creed. So the first thing we do here is have a look at the play guide. So, cool art on the front. Sephiroth and Cloud, getting along like they always do. And same thing as usual, how to play, anything that's relevant and needed for the Final Fantasy particular cards. All very easy to follow. And even the expansion symbols here telling you what colours are what type of cards, which is nice. I don't think the others did that. I don't think we looked enough, did we? Might have to look at them later. Double check. Now, we're going to start off with our... No, we're not. We're going to have a look at these first. So, Sephiroth and Cloud for the boxes. Yeah, very plain, these ones. The other boxes have been far nicer. But this suits the Final Fantasy style. It is very much this kind of, not plain, but simplified designs. So pop that open. And we are going to have a look at the Cloud deck first. Love that. And who do we have? Cloudbound Moogle. Great start. Love Moogles. It looks like we might have our codes at the bottom of this. So I'll have to be careful, not accidentally show my codes. Give me a moment. Ooh, I really do like the smell of fresh cards. So there's our Cloudbound Moogle, and we have a few of them. A girl. So some of these are actually from Final Fantasy, and some of them will be visually referencing Final Fantasy, but a classic Magic card. Dwarven Castle Guard. A few of those. I think I've already got some of those in that booster. Fate of Sunchrist. Suncrist, sorry. Slash of Light. White Orosite. White Mage's Staff. Legendary creature, Adelbert Steiner. The Crystal Chosen. Dragon's Lance. Another legendary, Grahatia. Or Grahatia, I don't know. Another legendary, Rosa Resolute White Mage. Another legendary, I'm going to stop doing that now, Beatrix Loyal General. Item Shopkeep. Item Shopkeep. Couple of those. Warrior's Sword. Couple of those. Suplex. Another legendary, Freya Crescent. Samurai's Katana. That looks cool. couple of those. Another legendary, Barret from Final Fantasy VII. Another legendary, Lightning. Judgment Bolt. Ultima Weapon. That's very cool. And here we go into our towns. Lands. So we've got Rabanasta Royal City, and we can have 4 of those, aren't we? Yep. And then we have... Oh, wow, are these all full art? Oh, my. So we have full art planes. All Final Fantasy stock. That's gorgeous. Final Fantasy art. So what is there? So, yeah, there's a couple of each. I was getting terribly confused for a moment there. Alright, and then we have our full art mountains. So there'll be 3 different types of art. Yeah, that's what we're doing. These are really nice. And then we have our tokens. Just going to get rid of my codes. And we have our tokens. We have hero, and a different type of hero, and a different type of hero. And guess what? That was a different type of hero. And our cheat sheet. Finally, we're going to look at the Sephiroth deck. Absolutely stunning. And I know the Universe Beyond stuff is highly controversial as to whether it should even be in Magic. I like it. And it's bringing some people into Magic that wouldn't have. And it's helping the company continue to grow and be able to give us the things we want, as well as these things that bring in other people. So our Sephiroth deck. Merfolk Warrior, so we have Sahagin. Ilmeg Pixie. A few of those. Yep. Yep. Retrieve the Esper. A couple of those. Dreams of Laguna, couple of those. Realms Sketching. Ultimacia, Temporal Threat. So I've got another version of her from the booster pack. Undercity Dire Rat. Nice. I always like rat decks. Shinra Reinforcements. Very cool picture that. Sephiroth's Intervention. Couple of those. Shambling Seath. Can't remember how to pronounce that, but that's a horror. Nice. Very cool. A few of those. Albahead Salvages. Probably didn't pronounce that right. Albed. Anyway. Couple of those. Overkill. Couple of those. Evil Reawakened. Another legendary, Seymour Flux. I don't think we've had many legendary characters in this. This deck. Deadly Embrace, very cool pick. Oh, no legendary. Xander, Dark Mace. Zandy? I don't know. Magitech Scythe. Very cool. Now we're down to my lands. So we have Trino Dark City. Couple of those. And then our full art 3 different types of island. That was it? Yep. And then our full art 3 different types of swamp. They're all very cool. I think I like that one in particular. And finally, our tokens. Treasure, and copy, and robot warrior, and copy, and the cheat sheet. So that's the Final Fantasy starter kit in all its glory. I like it. A lot of very, very Final Fantasy stuff in it. Deep cuts. some nice collection of well-known characters in one deck. Yeah, I don't mind it. Should be some more booster openings later in the week. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I hope you're all having a good day. Bye.